You're listening to episode 73 of the Let's Go Comic Show. Today's show, we talk about the Aquaman trailer. We talk about Young Justice returning to the world of comic book floppies. We talk about James Gunn going to DC. And, as always, we smell the floppies.
This is the Let's Go Comic Show, and my name is Justin.
And I'm Matt.
How's it going, dude?
I'm doing okay.
Oh, we're doing fantastic, and we're excited to talk about a whole bunch of comic book news. But first, before we jump into it, as we get into every week, we talk about comic book movies, comic book TV shows, everything in the world of comics, Matt.
Yes, we do.
But we want you to join us. Join us on our journey of comics and nerdy things and geekdom. Please visit our Patreon at patreon.com/letsgopodcast. Go there and you can sign up and join a tier, and we'll send you some stuff. Dude, I got some magnets in the mail now.
Oh.
Got stickers and buttons and magnets. But here is something that's I want to give away. Here's
All
something
right.
that I want to give away.
You're feeling generous.
I'm feeling generous. And so in addition to being a part of our Patreon, we would love for you to head to the iTunes podcast store and leave us a 5-star review with some words. We need the words. You can't just click on the stars. You got to put a little bit of effort into it. Because what we're going to do in honor of the CW, like, not launch week, but debut of the new
premiere,
shows.
yeah.
Season premiere. We
premiere.
got Black Lightning, and we got Flash, and we got, what else came out? Arrows tonight. Mm-hmm. We want to give you a very special and limited edition Green Arrow lapel pin. You know.
All right.
It's fancy, and it's exclusive to Comic-Con.
Unlimited.
It's unopened.
Oh, limited.
It's limited. You cannot get one unless you go on eBay. So here's what you need to do. You need to go over to the podcast store and leave us a review. And the next 10 reviews, we will draw one name, and you will win. You will be the recipient.
Man, 1 out of 10. Those are good odds.
Yeah, and sorry if you've already left a review. I'm sorry, but you are not eligible. But to all of those new people, maybe start a new account. I don't know. I don't care. I really don't care. But go on there, leave a review, and so in the next 10 reviews, we will draw the name, and you will win a very fancy Stephen Amell, Oliver Queen
Is
Arrow.
it his face? Is that what's on the pin?
It is an illustration of the Green Arrow. So, and if you're like, I don't like Oliver Queen from Arrow, okay, then it's just Oliver Queen with some stubble from your favorite Mike Grell comic book from the 70s.
There you go.
He just shaved off his goatee. Anyways, if you do that, if you leave us a some positive reviews on iTunes, that'd be great. And that's also because you love the show and you want to let other people know, hey, man, I love the show. And we will read those reviews.
We will.
On this show, and then it'll be really awesome. It'll be like Inception. Right? Is that what happened in Inception? It was a movie about podcasts.
Reviews?
Yeah, they left reviews.
They left reviews. It was about podcasts.
Yes.
I remember it being that way. I think that's
how it
about
was.
right.
Yes. Good job, Tom Hardy. So after all that happens, then you'll just listen to the show, and we will rate things. Matt, how will we rate them?
We'll rate them with the Let's Go rating system.
Ooh.
And that is consists of a few, levels. And we have the highest one being
Tiers.
Gotta Go.
Gotta go.
The tier below that, Let's Go.
Like that helicopter has gotta go.
That helicopter's gotta go.
Or
They
is
know
an
we're
airplane.
recording.
Whatever. They don't care.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
What was it?
Some sort of flying apparatus.
A blimp? Possibly.
Blimp? A Zeppelin?
A Zeppelin? It's the Rocketeer.
Yes. Oh, man. That'd actually be kind of cool. And then below Let's Go, we have a Go.
Go.
And below that, we have a Don't Go.
Don't go.
Down at the bottom there. Just sitting.
Just sitting. Hey.
Just fermenting.
And if it's
trash
and
juice.
If it's, yeah, awful. Oh, dude, I had actual trash juice get on me like 2 days ago.
Gross.
I was at work, and I got
That's the worst, man.
I threw something away, and there was a splash. I was like,
Splish splash.
yeah, dude, it was gross. I was like, don't forget about this trash juice.
Never forget.
Anyway, so we have a lot of freaking news to get into, man. And so
Yeah.
I feel like every piece of news has been really great. So let's just kick it off with Aquaman's freaking 5-minute trailer. They're
5-minute exclusive first look.
And I'm like, 5 minutes, that's going to give everything away. But James Wan's like, it doesn't even like plunge the depths
That's really funny because
all
it definitely
puns.
feels like it gives everything away.
I'm like, I feel like I know this is an adventure across the Sahara Desert where they find something and then they go into the ocean and fight Ocean Master, and then Black Manta is pissed off. The end. Credits.
In some sort of order.
Yeah. So, all right. So, first take. What do you rate this trailer? It's kind of weird to rate a trailer, but
that's fine. The trailer's a go for me.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow.
It feels,
just a go?
There's just parts of it that feel forced. I want it to be good.
Tell me about
enjoy.
these forced parts.
It feels very like Pirates of the Caribbean meets like Thor meets Fast and Furious to me. And so that doesn't mean it's not going to be fun.
Why Fast and Furious?
I don't just like the attitude of some of this stuff. Like, hey, look at all.
He's all, we're
look
all
at
family.
Our water cars.
Water family.
It was okay. It was really the CGI, inserting Paul Walker in there was really what made it feel like Fast and Furious.
All right.
I'm just kidding. Paul Walker wasn't in there at all.
Sorry, Paul Walker. But I thought
it's fine.
Like, to me, it was a let's go.
It didn't make me like any more excited. It feels like, yeah, the movie's happening. Cool. Black Manta looked really cool.
Black Manta looked really cool. I thought that big tracking shot was awesome. Mm-hmm. I feel like I like the underwater stuff more. It has me more interested. Like, I want to see Aquaman underwater, obviously, but I'm down for this adventure. Mara's hair looks better when it's wet. Right?
Take that for what you will.
Hey.
How did you feel about the costume reveal at the very end there?
Oh, dude, I liked it. I was like, I like right now. Someone on Twitter made a GIF of like all like the DC superheroes like in some kind of emerging, like the first 3 seconds. So that they threw the Gal Gadot when she's Wonder Woman jumping onto the no man's land field, and they did like the reveal of Superman coming out of like Fortress of Solitude, and like there was some Batman clip. I don't know what part it was from, but it was really cool like seeing all their costumes. Like,
yeah. So, it seems a little bulky to me. For some reason,
really?
like he just doesn't look comfortable in it, but it's a super quick look, to be fair.
Yeah, I think it's mostly his arm. His like gauntlets have a little too much going on.
Yeah, the arm and then the flares coming off of the boots too. Like it's not my favorite, but I get it for Aquaman. I just feel like they could have gotten away with going a little more streamlined and it would have been fine.
I agree. I think the pants could be a little more streamlined because, dude, he's swimming. He's going fast. He just needs a little leg fins and then go. That's all he needs.
Not these big like loopy like curved things.
It's like just wear a jetpack underwater. But overall, I liked it. I was like, oh, dang, Dr. Chase Meridian and Abin Sur getting together and creating an Aqua Baby. That's how it's going to happen.
Creating an Aqua Baby.
So welcome back to the family of DC, guys. You're
back. We saw Nicole Kidman. We saw, what's his face? Dolph Lundgren. Real quick, with red hair and a beard.
What? Wait, was that Dolph Lundgren?
Yeah, right?
Oh, man.
Isn't he in it?
He's in it. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Is he playing? He's playing the King of Zebul, right?
He's playing like the king of Atlantis, from what I remember.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know about names and all that stuff.
I thought it was Zebul, like where Mira's from, like kind of like a other faction.
Well, you're getting way nerdier than I'm used to right now,
dude.
It's kind of hot, dude.
And we're done.
All right,
just shut it down.
Show's over. No, I forget who he's playing, but yeah, we didn't see, to my knowledge, and I've seen this trailer a few times. Did not see any Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe was not seen.
Yeah, and he's supposed to be a fairly key part.
They cut him out of Justice League. He was so important. They're like, don't reveal anything, Zack Snyder / Joss Whedon. Don't share our story, guys. And so,
oh man,
yeah. So I don't remember seeing him, but it looks like a fun movie, man. I'm excited. Like the only thing that made me like was the whole P line. But that's literally not a make or break. That's just a preference, This is the Aquaman we have.
That's one of those things that feels forced to me. Like, it's like, okay, like we'll see what he's actually about. But it just feels, some of those jokes feel a little bit like,
Yeah, but I think it's good.
He's in there a little bit.
It's fun. I'm excited for it. Dude, it's going to be here soon, man. Like, Christmas is coming, dude. The tide is coming.
Christmas is coming.
Yeah. So, Aquaman, for me, it's let's go. For Matt, the trailer's just a go. But there's so much good stuff in that thing, dude. Ocean Master looks awesome. Like Patrick Wilson looks great.
Yeah.
Again, we talked about that tracking shot, which looked fantastic. A lot of people online like, oh, it's CGI. I'm like, and then they show like, no, that's an actual tracked shot, like with choreography and stunt people. Come on, people, don't don't hate on stuff. It was good. It was a good trailer. It was fun. There was a lot of stuff there.
It's all right to not be super excited for it.
Yeah,
but
it's
you don't
okay
need
to
hate
say
it.
fair. It's okay to say, I didn't like the trailer. What it's not okay to say is that was fake. It was Marvel. So, anyways, it was good. Have fun with Aquaman, guys.
So can I looked it up real quick while we were talking.
Yes.
Dolph Lundgren is playing King Nereus. And then the character is traditionally from Zebel. So
there you go.
that's correct.
Very cool. I will break you.
Yeah.
Does he say that?
Break you.
I will break you.
Yeah, but we don't know his role, like what that means, all that kind of fun stuff. So
It's like, I was the Punisher in
but yeah,
1990.
that for me, it's a go. For Justin, it's a let's go.
Can't wait.
Either way, we're seeing this movie. I'm excited for the movie.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
that trailer didn't move the needle a ton for me.
Yeah.
It's like cool.
Well,
Just it is what it is for me.
cool. I was
So
excited.
another. This seems like a final trailer situation.
Yeah.
For Daredevil season 3, and if you want to go in, you know what, just turn back now if you haven't already seen it.
Yeah.
Just go in unspoiled to this, because I think Justin and I texted after the second trailer or whatever the trailer was before this one.
Yeah, I didn't even expect
we-
this one. I was like, wait,
I
what's
didn't
this?
at all.
I
So
didn't even
we
watch it
texted
for a bit
each other,
because I thought it was the
and
trailer.
we were like,
I saw.
okay, like I think this is the case. So we're going to spoil this just so we
Yeah,
can talk
sorry
about it.
if we spoil it.
So the trailer before this, we never talked about on the show, was probably my favorite trailer they've done so far, because you're kind of building off this notion that Matt is like, I can't be Daredevil, like that's being too good. I got to be in the dark and go dark and all that kind of stuff, like fight darkness with darkness, that kind of idea. And then you have him going on, but then you have Wilson Fisk says that Daredevil is public enemy number 1, and it shows someone in a Daredevil suit going in and taking people out
Yeah.
in a manner similar to what Daredevil would do.
Yeah.
In
With
throwing,
accuracy. and
with
throwing.
accuracy and throwing the stuff. And so you're like, who are you? And he's like, I'm Daredevil. And that's the end of that trailer. And I texted Justin. I was like, dude, are we getting Bullseye?
I was just going to say, this guy, he's on target.
He's on target.
He doesn't seem to miss.
And so we got a little more, still not full on seeing the character.
What if it's Hawkeye?
It's a dark turn for Hawkeye.
Yes. It's
but we have in this
over.
trailer, we see like a skull cap kind of thing with the white bullseye symbol on it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, seems like we're getting it. He probably
Yeah.
won't be in a bullseye costume,
Till episode
all things
13.
considered, till like the very end. And
He's
then
like, what is this costume?
Daredevil all of a sudden has a yellow costume, and Bullseye is, dude, how cool would that be?
I'd
Sorry,
be
the
down.
yellow and red costume is still like one of my favorites.
It's
I
pretty
think
cool.
it's such a great costume.
It's like, obviously, a blind man put this together. 'cause
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all for working in the dark
Yeah.
in New York.
Jack Kirby's
But,
like,
dude, it's so cool.
here's what we're gonna do. One of the
He's
things.
a devil, so he'll be yellow.
No, I don't think Jack Kirby designed the first suit. That's what I'm saying. I think he jumped in and he was like, let's just make it red.
Yeah.
Excelsior.
Excelsior.
Stan Lee was like, that sounds like a great idea, Jack. Hey,
The color of
the color
fear.
of fear
yellow.
is yellow.
Oh, wait, that's DC.
He's a lantern. His name is Sinestro, so you know he's bad. Excelsior.
Sorry, so what were you going to
Sorry, I don't know what I was going to say.
This trailer,
totally
though,
lost
this marketing lead up to the show has been a gotta go for me. Like, I'm so incredibly stoked for this.
Dude, you know what I really like about the Twitter shows? The
Twitter
Netflix shows. I was going somewhere Twitter.
It's a matter of time.
The
It's okay.
Netflix, yeah, I know, on Twitter. The Twitter network. They're all, each episode is only
That's where
60
DC stuff will go
seconds.
next. Twitter exclusive.
Go back. We're going to go back to the Netflix stuff. It reminds me of what Conan O'Brien used to do a long time. When 24 was a show, he did a 60-second show. And it was called 60. And they did like 1 second clips for the longest time. They're all, this episode is 60. And it was like, and it was like little clips. And when they finally played the whole thing as like one like clip, and it was a minute thing of a guy going, there's a bomb. Sorry. Anyways, on Twitter, these Netflix shows interact very well. So they have Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, and they all kind of mock each other. And they they have the personalities they did in the Defenders.
Yeah.
And it's fun. And like even like, so like Luke Cage will be referring to to the Daredevil like tweets right now, and like all of them have been very cryptic. They've all been like Bible verses and stuff. And
Yeah.
So Luke Cage has been responding, and Jessica Jones, and so they have really cool marketing that's viral online. It's just good. They're doing some good stuff over there on Netflix, except for Jessica Jones season 2. Not as good.
Not as good.
Yeah. Anyways,
next week, dude,
white in a
19th.
white coat. Is it next week?
The 19th. So not 2 days from now, but next week.
What? Oh man, I need to get sick really quick.
I can't go.
Oh man, my pancreas.
All of a sudden, Thursday night at midnight, I'm gonna start not feeling well.
Oh, dude. Oh, that's fine. I'll take it. I'll just do it all day, dude. I'll go all night on Thursday, and then Friday, and then get some Daredevil out of the way. I hope they don't pare that one down. Don't give me 10 episodes of that.
Oh, see, I'm fine with that because even that like tends to kind of follow that pattern of kind of dragging in the middle a little bit.
Oh, dude. There was already the scene that you're like, ooh, that's the hallway scene.
Which one?
In the Daredevil trailer?
Yeah.
Watch it.
Dude, we need to watch it again.
Yeah, we'll watch it again.
We're going to watch it again.
Pause.
Please hold. All right. We're back.
And we're back. See,
watched it.
We watched it. You could have watched it too. You could have paused.
Yeah. It was a pause for us all.
Yeah. We ended up watching like 3 different trailers. We're like, oh, let's watch
we
all the
realized
different
we
Daredevil
were
trailers.
talking about 2 different ones.
Yeah.
So.
Anyways, there's some good stuff coming. I'm excited for that. Next
Either
week.
way, excited for it.
Huh?
Either way, I'm excited for it.
I'm excited. Dude, Daredevil has been like the gotta go of the Netflix shows. I'm pumped for it. I can't wait. Dude, I haven't even finished Iron Fist. Like, I have, but...
Oh, really?
Well, actually, I have, but I need to finish.
What do you mean?
I finished them all, but I wasn't paying attention the last, like, few. So I need to go back and, like, give it a good, like...
All right.
Anyways.
That's fair. So the next one, we have Titans this Friday.
Titans is Friday. Yeah, that's it. Just Titans is Friday. Can't wait.
That's it. We won't belabor the point because we don't have anything.
Yeah, we
to
have
talk
nothing to
about
say, but it's coming.
Next week we'll have something to say.
Yeah, next week we'll definitely talk about some Titans.
Yeah.
And if Batman,
are they releasing these weekly?
Yeah, it's not like a dump. It's just once a week.
That's fine, man. I can respect that.
I'm glad. That way I don't have to like be behind like Iron Fist.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like one episode at a time.
So we can just move on from that.
Yeah.
So moving to the comic book side of news.
Yeah.
Some of the biggest stuff this weekend. I mean, although there was a lot of stuff.
It was actually last week.
New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
Was last week. And so we have one of the most pertinent ones, at least for me, that I'm like really interested to see in, is we have the debut of DC Wonder Comics, an imprint from DC focusing on teen heroes. Headed up by Brian Michael Bendis.
I wonder what it's about.
Co-creator of Riri Williams,
Ironheart,
and Miles
Morales.
And I mean, amongst other. But those are the teenage heroes that he's been a part of. And so the most exciting thing for me in all of this is we get him writing and then Patrick Gleason drawing a Young Justice book with Connor Kent, Bart Allen, and
Tim Drake is Robin.
Dude.
Not Red Robin.
Not Red Robin, but Robin.
Straight up Robin.
How is this all going to work? I don't know, man.
I don't know.
But it's an in continuity, as far as we can tell, imprint.
What if it's a
Earth
prequel
W?
show? No, what if it's a prequel like comic?
That doesn't make sense though, because it was in the Flash War, end of Flash War, like a few months ago. We had
that's right.
We had an arrival of Impulse.
All right, I don't know, man.
At least a glimpse, I should say.
The rival of Impulse was Inertia.
I said arrival, but yes, the rival was Inertia.
So yes, right on both accounts. Sorry,
correct. Sir. That's how those words work.
Sounds cool. So, looks like Cassie's going to be in there, like Wonder Girl. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to have Jenny Hex, who is a descendant of Jonah Hex and who has a bunch of old DC stuff. Like, so they're sharing
old like artifacts and stuff.
Yeah,
which sounds really interesting to me.
Teen Lantern, which I didn't see him in the artwork.
I think he's actually going to be part of Young Justice, is what they were saying. He's going to join that book.
Yeah, I didn't see him in the artwork that they put out.
No,
it looks like they had
yet.
Dial H for Hero and
and we also have
Naomi is a new character. Like, she's just, hey, I'm Naomi. And then the Wonder Twins.
Okay, but Naomi, what's the interesting one about that is Brian Michael Bendis and David Walker are both writing that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Dude, we haven't seen much from Mr. David F. Walker in a while.
Yeah.
I know he and
he's on an Image
his
book, though,
collaborator, Sanford Green, are working on Bitter Root right now. That's
Yeah.
supposed to release hopefully soon, man. I really want to read that book.
Yeah.
But, dude.
Yeah, he also said, while the Young Justice fans are pretty happy, he said Legion's fans should be patient because we're building. So, cool. I'm excited for this. The only thing that gives me pause is, like, what happens to Jonathan Kent and Damian Wayne?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, well, let's...
I can compartmentalize and be like, oh, okay, there's like 7 Robins. I don't care.
Well,
I really
let's
don't care.
spitball, dude. Like, what do you think could be the scenario that plays out?
Either there's 2 Superboys and there's 2 Robins, or freaking Jonathan Kent dies, which would really suck.
That would be horrible.
But I get it. Like, the Young Justice cartoon's coming back out again. They want to kind of align. You know that's why they're doing it.
Yeah. Well, and it's nice to, they're like repenting of their ways and trying to get Bart and Connor back in main continuity.
The Teen Titans book the current Teen Titans book is suck.
It's a bag. Really not good.
It's a bag of just terrible cats, and every time I read it, I was like, oh, this isn't good, man.
Yeah,
it's just not a good book.
It just doesn't feel right for some.
It doesn't. How about that? That's
There's
better.
Just things about it.
Doesn't
just
feel
don't
right.
Feel right.
And I'm already excited. FYI, I don't know how many books Brian Bendis can be writing.
Dude,
this
right?
is like 12 books.
He's writing so much.
Every week he has a new book that comes out on his on Jinx World, like his imprint. And then on top of that, he's got Superman's, and then the Batman thing he's doing with Nick Darrington. And so there's just a whole bunch of stuff coming out. I'm pretty excited about it because of I'm loving Miles Morales. I'm currently going through the last Miles Morales series on Marvel Unlimited, which I'm trying to play catch up so I can just finish it off before the next series starts up. And it's so good, dude. I just like Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I'm excited to have him put his hand on some the DC side of things. With the young characters.
So. I think it'll be good.
And the Wonder Twins.
See what happens with his imprint. Wonder Twins comic, why not? Let's see how it goes. I think it could be a lot of fun. So I'm curious to see what we get from it.
All right, so to just kind of wrap up some of the news, kind of the big crazy thing that happened, was it Monday?
I think it might have been Tuesday. I think it was yesterday.
Gosh, dude, it's just so fast. I think it was the Hollywood Reporter, or I don't remember. It's all the outlets kind of put it out there, was James Gunn has been hired by Warner Brothers to do a draft on a Suicide Squad movie.
Not a sequel.
That was interesting. Like, it's not a sequel or not connected. Some of the verbiage was carefully selected, it seemed like. But I don't know, man. What do you think?
I think
he's in talks.
Yeah, it doesn't look like from what I've seen that it's confirmed.
Okay.
But the idea of it, I'm actually into. I think I would maybe like it better.
It says
like doing like more. I want him to do more like villainous, like dirtbag kind of characters, because I felt like he was trying to push the heroes that way, and maybe that's what kind of seemed to kind of not ring completely true. As good as the Guardians movies are and as enjoyable as they are, I think there's something, if you look, especially Slither and what was his other one? But I think you can just he can push it a little more. I think if DC wants that for something like Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
So I think the idea of that, but then you also look at David Ayer's really talented.
Yeah.
He has a pretty good track record.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, whatever that reason is, I think a lot of people have opinions on and ideas of what it is.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be, the first movie just wasn't as good as it should have been.
Yeah, I definitely, and he's even admitted that, like on Twitter, and like, I would have done this. I would have made the Joker the main villain. I would have toned down on some of the tattoos. Just he's been very transparent, but at the same time, I think he's kind of playing the company line too. Like, hey, they did what they felt like they had to do.
You feel like it was mostly that.
It was interference.
Interference?
A lot of it was interference. But with this thing, let's first off, it's another DC movie being announced. We've had DC movies announced
unofficially
in the past.
Via social media.
Yeah, but I think Warner Brothers confirmed. I think there was at some point they reached out and confirmed. And so let's just take it as, okay, James Wan has been contacted. or contracted by WB to write a Suicide Squad movie and possibly direct. The whole thing that I'm just thinking is, this could totally not happen, you know?
Yeah.
And I guess they said Gavin O'Connor was doing one, but and he's ducking out because I guess his script was too similar to the Birds of Prey script. So he's like, I'm out, whatever. Okay. And people seem to be upset about that because he's a good filmmaker. But what makes me pause is like what you were just talking about was like being told that this is from Boris Kitt from The Wrap, being told that Gunn's Suicide Squad will not be a sequel. He will have a whole new take on it. But whether that means a total recasting is not unclear. With Suicide Squad, here's the thing. You don't have to have Harley Quinn in this movie.
That is correct.
It could be a whole new crew of villains that go on a mission. So I don't know what a new take is. Maybe the new take is it's smaller. They go on a smaller mission. Because the casting...
Which is what it should have been before.
Yeah. And the Suicide Squad didn't have a bad cast. Right?
No, I thought...
Viola Davis as Amanda Waller was great.
Yep.
You got,
I thought Will Smith as
Deadshot was good.
Deadshot was great.
What was the freaking Australian dude's name for Boomerang? Jay Hernandez was Diablo. Jai Courtney is Boomerang, Captain Boomerang. And then Katana. Like I thought the whole cast was good, minus freaking Enchantress. Like we don't need to she was the weak part.
Didn't love Enchantress.
Yeah, but overall.
I actually really liked, for me, Captain Boomerang was like a highlight of that movie. I know he was kind of goofy.
He didn't do a whole lot, but I liked him.
No, I liked what he was doing, though.
Yeah.
More than Joker and Harley. But
yeah.
I know I'm in the minority on that. But that's fine. So, I mean, all that to say, I'm not opposed to a new take.
Yeah.
I think the concept works that way. You have Suicide Squad. You have...
Suicide Squid.
Yeah, you know that. Oh, no, what's the other...
Argus?
Yeah. No, the other book that it's similar to Suicide Squad. It's like, but a different name. It's the same basic idea. With villains teaming up and stuff.
Yeah, that one. Secret Six.
Dude, this is a mess. Hold on. Let's just
cut that.
Hold on. Is it Secret Six?
It is. It's Secret Six.
Yes. Wait, 6 hours ago? Secret Six drama based on DC Comics from Bill Lawrence set at CBS with pilot production commitment.
Are you serious?
What the hell? Hold on. I'm going to pull this up now.
Okay.
October 10th, 2018.
Oh, goodness.
Secret Six. CBS has given a pilot production commitment to Secret Six.
We'll have to tie it in somehow.
Written by Muraguay. Don't even know that. Is Secret Six centers on 6 morally ambiguous strangers, each with their own specialties and secret pasts, who are brought together by an enigmatic figure who blackmails them into working as a team to expose the corruption of the corporate and political elite. Producer, blah, blah, blah. CBS previously teamed with WB-TV on DC Comics-based drama series with Supergirl.
Which moved.
Yes, they did. It's the name of 3 different fictional comic book teams. Each team has had 6 members, led by a mysterious figure named Mockingbird. And the character is assumed to be one of the other 5 members.
Mm-hmm.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Well, we can pull it in there really quick. All right.
Hold on, let me make a mark before we get back into this. Good grief, man.
All right.
All right, so how far back do we want to go to? I'll talk about the concept.
Yeah.
What? All things considered, I'm fine with a new take. I think that's fine. I think the concept lends itself to that because you've had a bunch of iterations of the team, right? It's more about the idea of why these villains are doing what they're doing and less about specific villains. Although I think Deadshot is a pretty consistent character, I think, through several iterations. But then you also have the Secret Six,
yes,
which is kind of like a similar idea, right? I think it's less like they have the implants and stuff and more like they're being blackmailed somehow.
Yeah, they're being controlled by the Mockingbird.
Because like Secret Six has had like Bane and a few other people.
Catman. I think Deadshot's been a part of
Tiger,
it. Bronze Tiger.
I think was probably on there.
I'm trying to remember. Lex Luthor. Was it? Oh man. I'm trying to think. I know Amanda Waller was part of it as well. I don't remember all the different characters, dude. Ragdoll, Deadshot, Bane. I don't know.
I'd have to look. I mean, the last iteration I can remember, it was Gail Simone writing it.
Yeah.
I remember it was really popular.
Yeah.
I wasn't following it at the time due to budget constraints. But yeah, I mean, all that to say, the concept lends itself to changeover. I think it'd be easily explained. Mm-hmm. And I think if you have a solid script, I think that's good. But I feel like WB and DC have had the right pieces in place before and not delivered.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's hanging over that for me. Random fact is, as I was looking up stuff about the Secret Six just now, because no, I don't have all that stuff memorized.
Yeah.
Apparently today, like breaking news, there's a pilot ordered on CBS for a Secret Six TV show, which none of that makes sense to me, man.
Why?
Again, like...
So they can like cancel it and send it to CW? Like they couldn't handle
or
Supergirl.
To the DC universe?
Maybe.
That makes more sense to me. If you're going to do a Secret Six, like a thing with a show with morally ambiguous characters doing stuff.
Yeah. Put it on CW.
Gosh, no.
I don't know, dude. Right now, I'm like, why?
Yeah.
What universe is it connected to?
Doesn't matter, man.
If it's not connected to some type of...
It doesn't matter.
They need adversaries.
How are you feeling about this? If you had to rate this James Gunn news and
for me,
potential of him doing this.
I feel like we actually talked about this, and because this was brought up, he should go to DC or Warner Brothers. And I was like, it's not going to happen. And it's happening. And so, okay. I'm actually I'm okay with it. I feel, for me, it's like a let's go of an idea. Like, okay, bring him over. He's a successful, like director and storyteller. Like, bring him over. Like, we could use that, you know, not like we're on a team, but like as WB, like bring him over. There's been a lot of like, you'll see the toxic side of it of like, get rid of Josh Whedon. We got rid of Joss Whedon, and now we're gonna get rid of James Gunn. It's like, hey, you didn't get rid of Joss Whedon.
Yeah,
Joss
he
Whedon
didn't go anywhere. Actually,
he did that on his own. Like that was whatever that was, and they're not the same guy. They have nothing to do with each other.
That is very true.
Joss Whedon and James Gunn, besides having J's in their name, thank you to my friend Eric, he pointed that out, are two different creators.
Yeah.
And
well, and the other thing you see in that too today, and seeing other people talk about things, is Dave Bautista talking about things.
Yeah.
And that, like, where do I sign up to join? If you had to cast Dave Bautista in the next iteration of Suicide Squad, who would he be?
The obvious, everyone's saying Bane, and I'm like, no,
nope, I wouldn't do that.
They need to stay away from Bane for a few years. So, I don't know, King Shark.
King Shark was my first thought.
Really, King Shark? I don't know if he wants to be King Shark. And I'm thinking he wants to be... If Dave Bautista joins into something, he probably wants to stick around a bit. And he has to be so far removed from Drax. You know? He can't be a Draxonian type of character.
So what other characters would there be?
I just thought Lobo. He'd be a good Lobo. But Lobo's still a space warrior type dude.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's like, dude, I've been painted green, gray color. Can you just not paint me white? Like, can I just be... Me?
King Shark. Just be CGI.
Maybe King Shark?
Do the voice.
I don't know.
And the arms.
And the arms. Just do the voice and the arms.
Just the voice and the arms.
Can we just have you do the voice and the arms?
That's the direction. The directed notes.
Yeah, I can't really think of, like, I mean, he's definitely not like the Clock King or anything stupid like that. Maybe he's not Catman. You know, he's not that type of guy.
No.
I don't know, man. I'm stumped, kind of. Like someone said, I think I read someone say Solomon Grundy. I'm like, okay.
I could see that.
Yeah, maybe. Like, just a big guy. Like, oh, Solomon Grundy on a Monday. Bird nose, come here. I don't know. I liked him on Justice League Unlimited. Yeah, I don't know. Cool. Come on over, Dave. It's like he filmed all his stuff for Avengers 4, so maybe he just dies. They're like, he's dead.
They're like,
Drax
he's
is
out.
dead. Thanos is just
like if he's that willing to jump ship, he's probably done.
Can we just CGI him out of here?
Right.
So, yeah, cool. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Both those ideas I'm totally cool with. And everyone else will be, once they see a trailer, they'll be like, oh, this is great. Or guess what? In 2 weeks, they can be like, we trashed James Gunn's script. It was awful. And now freaking Mel Gibson's back. Remember when Mel Gibson was up for Suicide Squad like a year ago? Like, who knows, dude? Just wait until like a camera rolls. We don't know. It's all speculative. It's kind of fun to like investigate it and think of what could happen. But it's all up in the air. So anyways, so before more breaking news happens, let's just move on to the best part of the show.
The floppies.
You ready to smell those floppies, Matt?
I am. And I was thinking we've had a lot more news to talk about, and so we're taking a lot more time. So instead of doing book by book reviews, what if we just kind of say what we're checking out this week and maybe a recommendation for others? So what did you pick up and what did you recommend people check out?
I've been really enjoying Detective by James Robinson. Like, I feel like this is probably the best run. So yeah, get Detective Comics 990. So I think it's probably got a couple more issues before Tomasi comes on. So get that. Red Hood Outlaw 27 was good.
Ooh.
Coming from the guy who's
that
like,
Lobdell book.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, Lobdell's trash last week, but this book was okay. I enjoyed it.
Right on.
Superman's been good. It's getting there. So yeah, on that DC side, there's where I'm at.
Yeah. I think on my DC recommendations, I would say Catwoman number 4.
Oh yeah,
continues to be incredible, and I think you get a really interesting part of Catwoman origin that I've never seen before.
There's a mini, her sister's keeper.
Okay,
came out a long time ago,
but it's really well done. I think the pacing is really great.
Yeah,
the way it flips between a few different time frames, and that art and the layouts, coloring continues.
Can I ask you one question about it?
Yeah.
Did Homeboy make her eat an eyeball?
I don't know what the heck that was, man.
I'm like, was it a testicle, an eyeball? It was a round body part.
But spoiler alert.
Sorry, spoilers.
You guys should check out the book.
Yeah, check it out. Great book. Like, wait, what?
Especially
that doesn't get you to read it.
If you're into that. And then I'm trying to think what else I got. Marvel just picked up Captain America number 4 and Infinity Wars. I think also that's number 4. Haven't had the chance. Been a crazy busy day. Haven't had a chance to read either of those. But Justin, any other recommendations from you, sir?
Yes, Amazing Spider-Man number 7, and The Immortal Hulk number 7, and then What If Peter Parker became the Punisher? I just had to
that
get
just seems so goofy.
The new What If number 1. What Ifs are typically really goofy, and I actually kind of liked it, and then it ended terribly. I'm like, come on, guys. So I would actually give that comic a go. So if you're like, should I get it? It's interesting, but then you're like, stupid. It's basically Spider-Man as Punisher. And then it ends stupidly. So it's not trashed. There's parts that are good. Some of the artwork is, I was like, what the heck's that all about? But
the cover homage to
Punisher 1.
To Punisher number 1 is pretty great.
Yeah, like web shooter bullet like guns.
Cool. Any other recommendations for everybody?
Yeah, well, last week, this was the book that eluded me last week because it was sold out everywhere. It was Blackbird, number 1 from Image, and it was from Sam Humphries and Jen Bartel. And it's cool. It's like this teenage girl who is, I was going to say force sensitive. She's got she's really into magics. She had an encounter at 10 years old that kind of made her curious about the magic side of things, and then 10 years later she has another type of situation, and she's starting to realize, well, magic's real, and then it's just setting everything up. I like it. The art was really clean. Again, Image is really just like, hey, let's make a book. All right, cool, let's check it out. I kind of
make a book.
I'll typically buy most Image number 1s. It feels weird since it's not 1992 and it's not Spawn and stuff. But I was like, let's see if I want to continue with this. And so far, I like the issue. I think I'm going to at least get 2 and see what issue 2 is all about. So yeah,
cool.
For me,
right on.
And it was a let's go. Go check that book out.
Look at that. Look how expedient we were just now.
Yeah, and the smelling the flop. Dude, I went to the comic shop like 4 times this week.
Oh, all right.
So there you go.
Right on.
Good.
They smelled a lot of floppies.
I did. They smelled delicious and delightful. Take a bite of that floppy. How you doing, Floppy?
Nope.
Jump in my mouth. Hey, you can get one of those Smell Them Floppies buttons if you join the Patreon. Just saying.
You can.
You can.
You too can advertise your affinity for
floppies.
Smelling floppies.
Go, hey, can I smell these floppies? Only if you purchase them, sir.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Not to mention, you should probably go to the comic book store next door.
Yes. There you go. All right. Get out of here, sir. This is a deli.
Not that kind of store, sir.
This is a laundromat. All right, Matt. We're at the end.
Yeah,
at the
we
end
are.
of the show.
This is the end of the show.
Yeah,
this is how we end the show. So gracefully.
Gracefully. No weird jumps. How do people find you on Twitter?
That'd be at Matt Ritchie on Twitter. What about you?
You can find me at J_Rocker, and you can find the show at Let's Go Comic Show on Twitter and Instagram. And you can just be a part of what we're doing. Like I said, join the Patreon, follow us on Instagram, and we'll send a picture of that sweet green arrow pin. Remember, leave right now. Like as you listen to the show, get on your phone, go on the internet, leave a review for our show, and you could be in the drawing for the sweet Oliver Queen pin.
Yes.
Don't fail this city. Don't fail this podcast. You have failed this podcast. I wish he just still said that.
I don't think you have. That's okay.
I wish he would still say that on the show. Just
he says it once in a while, and then you have that.
Matt Ritchie, you have failed this podcast. And arrow to the throat.
Yeah, that's how that would happen.
That's how it would go. All right, cool.
All right,
well,
man.
my name is Justin.
I'm Matt.
Let's go.
Let's go.